Got a problem? Got a need? Is your mind in confusion? Got something to fix? Looking for a solution?
Go and get up and go Technobusters.
Gotta find what we need. Gotta go investigate it. Think it out. Go design. Get ready to create it.
Go and get up and go Technobusters.
Check it in. Check it over. Try it out. Go to test. If the problem is solved, this solution is best.
Go and get up and go Technobusters.
Guess who's back? Yeah, that's right, it is Technobusters. Now you hanging out with us in another wild and technological adventure. Now if you haven't watched us, well, you have been missing out, but not to worry, because today we'll be looking back at everything that you haven't seen. I mean, after all, this is the show where... Yep, now technology is the way. And in case you didn't know, the word on the street is still all about systems and controls. Now I know what you guys are probably thinking. You're probably thinking that there's no ways that we've been learning about systems because we've been learning all about making toys. Well, I'm going to let you know in just a little while. But firstly, I have to introduce my two special guests from Ipileng Primary School in Soweto. So guys, please say what's up to Texas chilling at home.
Hi, I'm Tyron.
Hi, I'm Pumla.
Yep. Now, basically, you guys are here to help me remember what we've done over the past weeks, right? So let's start right at the beginning. I mean, technology, we identified the problem. We then saw an opportunity to fulfill that need. Now, guys, you remember what we did?
Yes.
Well, let's refresh everybody's memory. So we found out a little bit about the AIDS orphanage in Soweto called the Hope Center. Fato wrote to us with a sad letter. It turns out that the guys at the Hope Center just needed a little cheering up because most of them had lost their parents. So Fato decided to get some help from the Ipileng Primary School and make some toys. They started a club called Miles of Smiles. Good for them. Yeah, that's right. And man, did we have fun designing and making those really cool toys. I mean, we even got our ideas from the puppets and buggies that we made, which actually led to us making moving systems. Well, now, Tyron, what is a system?
Well, it's when a lot of parts work together to do the same job.
You are so right. So a moving system is when a whole lot of parts work together to make an object move, just like the toys we made, right?
Right.
So now you do believe me when I say we've been learning all about systems, right?
Right.
Uh-huh. Well, anyway, let's check out if the guys out there remember what else we made.
The system is...
A system is where two or more parts normally, they work together to do the same job.
A system is like a way things work.
It's like wires where it goes to, like, example, a computer or a video camera. And a system is something which is inside an electronic thing.
Control is where you can make an object do something, like you can make it turn, you can make it move.
Control is like something that you can control, like you can make it do whatever you want it to do. Control is making things the way you want it to move. Like, say for instance, you want it to go faster, then you press the accelerator. If you want it to stop, you press the brake and things like that.
Control is when you control something. If you would like to stop something and you want somebody to keep quiet, that means you want to control them, not to speak.
An axle is a joint which can be put onto a wheel of a car or two wheels of a car. An axle is like a rod that connects two wheels. An axle is like a stick thing that you can fit into a wheel or something that moves.
An axle is a type of rod that can normally links wheels together and helps them turn.
A linkage is something that links two things together.
A linkage is something with what you can link together, can put together. Example, a broken photo or a broken piece where you can attach together.
A linkage is something that
two parts are put together. So if you get parts to build something, you can link two parts together.
Linkage is where you can link two parts or more together.
A lever is like a handle that you pull or push and you fiddle with it.
A lever, well, you can get a lever inside a car, which you press a button and then you move it back for a handbrake, and it stops the car from going. And that's an example for a car.
A lever is also like a stick. Like it can be a stick or something or another shape, but you can like pull it backwards and forwards to do something.
A pivot is a point on something on a shape of a screwdriver. Oh, something like that. Okay.
A pivot is something like a screwdriver with maybe a sharp point on it, and it's a tool.
A pivot. I don't know.
An awl is I don't know.
Okay, I think an owl is a drilling tool. It's a type of thing which you put on the wall, which you drill on the wall. An awl is I'm not really sure what an awl is.
An awl, I'm not quite sure.
Well, it seems as if a whole lot of you guys out there are still struggling with the concept, but that's why the Techno Bus is here to help fix them problems. Now, which one of you guys can tell me what we used to make the levers?
We made a whole lot of toys out of cardboard and pens.
But now can you tell me how they moved?
You move one part and it will move another part because they join together.
But now, what did we use to make the holes in the cardboard?
An awl.
You know what? You guys make me so proud. Remember that a lever is one bar that has a pivot point, and if we put two or more levers together, we get a linkage. You know what? I'm confused. Guys, what is a pivot point?
It's a point where a lever moves.
But I thought that was a fulcrum.
It's the same thing, silly. Fulcrum is another name for pivot.
Well, there you have it. You guys are just way too smart for me. But you know what? My favorite part is when we were making them fun buggies, because we got to learn all about wheels and cars. Well, we made different types of buggies out of plastic tubs and cardboard trays, and we even had choices in what types of wheels we could make. I know the kids at the orphanage are going to love these. So who can tell me what the part that joins the two wheels is called?
The axle.
I see your memory is still very fresh. But now who can tell me what the base frame is called?
That's called the chassis.
I give up. I just can't catch up with these guys. They've obviously been paying attention. Yeah, I'm thinking that the only thing that they've been doing is making toys. The Technobusters are always thinking outside the box, so we had to make sure that the cars could move. So thanks to the ideas that you guys have sent, we made some self-propelled vehicles using elastic and a spring. And man, could they move! Remember this?
Yeah.
Well, we used the same system as making wheelbarrows to make this waddling duck. We used the pushing system and added wheels to the body of the duck. But remember that if we made the wheel hole slightly off center, we changed the angle and the duck waddled. Remember, the waddling ducks weren't the only systems that we tried to make better. Remember the pop-up toys that we made? We used the same ideas as before, a lever with a pivot point. We found out that the way the toy popped up depended where we put the pivot. Well, remember we asked you guys to write in and tell us how you thought the arm would move. Well, here's the answer. It's on a pivot and a stretched rubber band jerks it up when the door moves out of its cardboard enclosure. Yes, my people, that's how we come to another end of a fabulous show. Right in front of me, we have a whole bunch of cheap and easy to make toys ready to be delivered to the Hope Center. Check them out. Now, you guys know what that's gonna bring, right?
Miles are smiles.
Yeah, but now before we go, I would love to read a letter that was sent in by one of the sisters at the Hope Center. And it goes a little something like this. Hi, Technobusters. My name is Annie. The kids here at the orphanage know me as Sis Annie. I am writing on behalf of the orphanage to let you guys know what an outstanding job you guys are doing. Even though you guys were making all those toys for the children, they watched the show every day and some of them even started to make the toys themselves. You guys have taught them a lot. You should see how their faces light up when I tell them that you guys are coming over because they're looking forward to meeting you. So thank you once again for being such good heroes. Yep, technology, that's the real hero. But you know what, Sis Annie? We didn't do this on our own. All you guys who wrote in and gave us some of your great ideas can feel proud that you've helped the kids at the Hope Center to look forward to something in life. So without any further ado, you're all ready to head off to the orphanage and put some smiles on the kids' faces, right?
Sure.
Okay, as you already know, Christmas is around the corner and the Technobusters are going to be Santa's elves. So until we meet again, for myself, the workshop and the rest of the Technobusters, bye!